Hi, we are Sunnyside Interactive. It's co-founded by both of us as well. I am Sam, and he's Sean.
Hi.
So the game is called The Dreamcatcher. It's actually a debut title. It's one of the game that it's kind of coincidentally we bumped to each other, and we managed to bump out that idea out, and it looks something interesting. And all this while we've been looking into developing something different, and hopefully something that people would like to play as well in the tablet. So here we are, The Dreamcatcher. I guess when we get together, it's more like we are trying to create a new gaming experience. So by parking a new gaming experience, we try to sway away from the typical, if you are too used to some of those tab games that you found in tablet and phone, in iOS, and some of those pulling, slashing games that you have. So we try to be something stand out from there. So the main thing that we aim is, the first stage is to try to have a mechanics that is kind of like different, and when people play our game they will feel like, oh, this is different. There are pros and cons because there are people and gamers that say, oh, they are still not used to how it goes, but eventually once they play a few rounds of it, and then yeah, it's quite addictive in a way based on all our feedbacks. It's currently available exclusive, it's just design exclusive for iPad alone, iOS 6 and above, and based on the demand alone, we are actually, the next phase is going to be for Android tablet. So the gameplay alone, it kind of restricts us to go into phone format. It might, but it will kind of change the gameplay experience that we have. But for now, we're going to focus on Android alone. Even some of our fans in our Facebook page and everything, they are asking for like, when is the Android coming up, things like that. And we are currently developing Android version.
So this is the Dreamcatcher, which has been in development for like 6 months, and it's already out in the App Store. So basically what you do is you just draw circles to capture your enemies. And what you do, it's kind of like Space Invaders, where you defend your dreams or your base from monsters that are coming from the top. So we've had people describing it as a very addictive finger-rolling game, which is one of our best descriptions so far.
As you can see, when I talk about the new gaming experience that we try to create, firstly, so the circle is actually our main focus of the gameplay mechanics. It's the main gesture that we are aiming. Of course, on top of that, we have some little minor tapping and slashing here and there. The game itself consists of 5 worlds, 50 levels, and of course inside you can unlock weapon. There's weapon to boost up your gameplay experience as well. As you can see, there's for now we have around 10 weapons inside. Most of the weapons you're gonna unlock from stages to stages, and each world 10 stages, and it will end up with 1 bosses for each world as well. And there's high score ranking, game center features, and there's actually a story mode there. It talk about the whole Dreamcatcher thing. It's actually based on a Native American culture. It's about filtering nightmares and letting in good dreams pass through into your dreams. So here we are, we have little villages that we have little dreams there, and all those things that coming in is actually nightmare. It's a nightmarish, cute nightmarish coming in with their own physics itself. So some will come faster, different on color, some will come like slower, some you tend to like need to work harder to kind of like kill it. It's getting harder. And actually, eventually, in each world, we are kind of like introduce new nightmares. We call it new nightmares. It's nightmares that require you not just circling. Maybe some of it are, it's a tanker where we need to circle. As you can see, the main basic circle is one circle, then you get to kill it. But in that itself, you can see there's actually combo happening. If you manage to do some double circle, you kind of magnet pull them together. So in each level, we are introducing new nightmares. Each nightmare will have a different, slightly different type of way to kill it. Some of it you need to circle more. Some of it kind of like gonna get disappear. Some of it will kind of like go zigzag. And one of it that I like most is called Boomer, where once it detected where you have more than one circle around it, it will kind of like explode into all these more and more little nightmares coming. When we are developing, we are actually aiming for young kids. That's we call it preteens, maybe around 10 to 12. Is during last time when we loved Pokemon and Digimon era. So we're kind of like aiming towards that. But eventually, we do have adult fans as well, and yeah, they kind of like addicted to all the circling things. When we launch, we just recently launched this game actually last September from Malaysia only, just for Malaysia market. It's because in a way we're trying to make it like made in Malaysia thing. So during that period, we actually got some coverage from few of the famous forums here, especially like Laoyat and all those. And then eventually October we go full force worldwide release, and yes, from there we had a good response from it. For the game itself, we target mainly at US market, so we do our marketing and PR relationship, everything there, including some of the forums that cover us also there. We reach top 40 overall in US, and then under arcade and action alone, we are actually top 50. So US will be the toughest market, and we are quite ambitious to straight go in there. It's more on the America side. So we have Canada, we have basically North America. So those two are the countries that we target, and it flourished quite good at their side. And Malaysia here is because we join in some of the events like Comic Fiesta and some of those PC Fair and all those. We do have Malaysian fan base as well. It's not as strong as US, but then Malaysia will be one of our priority that wherever we go, we're going to focus on.
And thus, another episode of Gadget Nation ends. We sincerely hope you've enjoyed the show today. Now, don't forget, you can find us on Facebook and on Twitter and YouTube, of course, for recaps. But once again, on behalf of everyone here at Gadget Nation and Astro AWANI, Gong Hei Fa Choi. Happy Chinese New Year. And also, big thanks to Talent Lounge for hosting us here today. Really cool. Come and check it out in PJ Trade Center. My name is Adam Carruthers. Till next time.